Okay, so we got this 03 Infinity G35, and they said to check engine lights on. I did a full system scan, so we got this camshaft sensor circuit bank 1. Okay, and knock sensor code. And an ABS says engine signal. That's camshaft, yeah. So let's go into this. I don't know if it'll give us positions. This might have 1 cam sensor, it might have 2, I don't know. Let's see. Main signals. Nothing in there. Let's go all signals. Engine speed. I think this intake timing. Bank 1, bank 2. I think that might be it. Not sure. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Okay, so it's running like rough, like it feels rough. Okay, I don't want to get this too hot. Let's see. So is that bank? Oh, that says degrees. Okay. So we might have to just go after these sensors. So bank 1 was what our code was for. I don't know which side of bank 1 is. That's a variable. I think is our best bet is just to go after the sensors and just see if we got a signal. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up, see which side bank 1 is, and then we're going to just go. Okay, I got the hood popped. This is what it looks like. Today might be our lucky day. Bank 1 is on this side, and that sensor is right there. Look at that. So I'm going to scope that. I'll use the Snapon. We'll scope it with the Snapon. We'll see if we get a signal. Okay guys, so I'm back probed into it. There you go. See red's on the middle, black's on the bottom. So we got our scope set up right here. Let's go start the car up, see if we get a signal. Look at the delayed crank. That's usually a sign for Nissans. And guys, we got nothing. So let's go check our other. Yeah, we got nothing. So let's move this over. We'll go into the, you guys might not be able to see it. I'm just gonna move it over. I'm gonna move it over and we're gonna go into the power side. And just make sure that we got 5 or 14 volts. So we got power on there. So there we go guys. Bad sensor. So I'm gonna get a sensor real quick. Hopefully. We'll see if we can fix this. Okay guys, so we got a new sensor right here. I'm gonna try to get the old one out down here. So it's just held in by 1 bolt, it looks like. And then we can get that out. And then we can see if we fix it. Okay guys, got the new knock sensor in there. I mean, sorry, camshaft sensor. I didn't do the knock sensor. I didn't even test the knock sensor. So there's our camshaft sensor. Here's our old one. Sorry guys, it got dark out. Camshafts voltage right now. Let's see, we are at 10.5 volts coming out of it. Now, what I want to do is I want to clear our codes. Let's clear our fault codes. Let's go to read data stream. All signals. Let's pick up our camshaft. Oops, really zoomed out. Pick up our intake. I guess we'll look at our solenoids too at the same time. There we go. We'll start this up and we'll see if it starts up quicker or not. Let's see. Let's go start this up. Oh, look how quick that started, guys. Oh, and look at that. Look at our signal. There we go. There's our signal. That looks good, guys. I wonder if this has a misfire counter. Because it seems like it might be misfiring. I don't know what these work supports are. Yeah, I don't know if we have a misfire counter for this. So while this is loading, I'm going to look for a misfire counter. If not, we're going to go into EOBD and see what our fuel trims and stuff are. But at least we got our camshaft signal. Let's see, let's go to read fault code, see if it shows anything right now. Cylinder misfire. So it's a random misfire. Yeah, I wish we had a misfire counter. Huh. Let's go into Evo OBD. So I'll quick exit out of this and then we'll check that. Okay guys, it shows our mass airflow is at 6.5 grams a second. Seems a little high. Our idle is at 612. It says open loop fault. I don't know if we can trust that. I wonder what would happen if we unplug our mass airflow sensor. I think what we'll do is we'll get a paddle probe out and we'll check our ignition real quick. Alright, so I got the paddle probe set up. So if we go to this one, this coil right here, set the paddle on there. Look at that waveform. Waveform looks good. Burn time's around 3 milliseconds. Let's go to this next one. So we can snake this down in there. Got it in there. Look at that one. Burn times looks good. Around 3 milliseconds. Let's go to the last one. There we go. Got that down there. Look at that. Burn time's around 3 milliseconds. So that's good. Come over here. Try to go to that one. Oops. See if I can get this on in free again. There we go. Okay. Burn time's around like 3 milliseconds or so. Jumps around a little bit. Set the scope up here. See if we can do this without knocking anything down for you guys. Go to our next coil, maybe. Snake this in here. These bugs are annoying. There we go. Burn time looks good, around 3 milliseconds. Jumps around just like the other ones. Let's go to the last one. Same thing, burn time's around 3 milliseconds. 3 to 3.5 or so. Actually, this one's not like 2.5. 3. Oh, actually, I guess it's 3 to 3.5. I guess it depends on how you look at it. It jumps around more than the others, but I'm not seeing like a misfire. Like, I don't like that they're jumping around as much. But the car seems to be running rough. And I'll show you another thing that happens too. So when we come over here. Okay, so right now, check engine light's flashing. We increase the RPM a little bit. seems to misfire at idle. So I don't know if maybe we got to do a relearn or if this mass airflow sensor's skewed. I don't know if the mass airflow sensor would cause that. Let's see. Like, it doesn't seem like we have enough inputs in here. All signals. I thought this would have like, oh, there they are, air-fuel ratio. Okay, so let's go into, we have this oxygen, I don't know why they give us oxygen sensor pits too. Our mass airflow is reading 5.3 grams a second. I think this is only like a 3.5 liter or something. Most Nissans are like 3.5s and then the V6. I wonder if it tells us under here. Yeah, 3.5 liters. So I don't think we should have 5 grams a second here at idle. I think that might be part of our problem. Let's see. Is there like a cam crank relearn or anything on here that we might have to do? Let's see. It's under actuation test. What's VT assign angle? Okay. Let's try doing this idle air volume relearn. Let's see. I wonder if we have to after this running. Whoops. Just turn the wipers on. Look how quick that starts. Now another thing we could do is we could do like a relative compression, make sure that this motor is good. Well, that changed a lot actually right there. Our idle dropped way down when we did that. Like, I'm not saying we don't have a misfire. We might have a misfire. I'm pretty sure we do because it seems kind of rough. But I guess I'll let this go here real quick. And then I just want to look up CN service information if there's anything for the mass airflow sensor reading. And then I guess we'll do like a relative compression. We'll just let this do whatever it's doing here. See what happens. Okay guys, so we're going to do a relative compression right now. It just sat there spinning for like 10 minutes and didn't do anything. It sounds pretty even. So let's start this back up. So I'm gonna have to go back in. I'm gonna load this vehicle up again. And actually I guess we can do, since it really doesn't want to tell us. It's not even showing us. It's not even showing us a misfire right now, now that I did that. Oh, now it is. I guess what we can do is we can also do a cylinder drop test. I guess we can do like a cylinder drop test and just drop cylinders out and see which ones drop if we can get to all the connectors. That's an option. We could current ramp. We could also current ramp them. I want to see what our mass airflow sensor reading shows now. Oops, I didn't want to select all of them. Let's go back. Oh, we also need engine RPM. There we go. Yeah, so we're at 550 and we're showing 5.33 grams. So I'm going to shut this off. We'll unplug this mass airflow sensor and then we'll start it back up. And we'll see if anything changes. Let's see. And then it's not going to have the IAT sensor either, so that's a variable. So there we go. We got that unplugged. Now, let's start this car back up if it starts. Oops, I did it again. Oh, it's bumping the idle up. So limits our RPM to what? 2200. Still misfiring. Okay, so that didn't change anything. Okay, so I'm going to look at the diagram real quick and I'm going to see if we can find an easy way to scope them. If we can current ramp our injectors and our coils. If not, then we're just going to try to do a drop test. Okay guys, I brought up a diagram here. So fuse 10, yeah, it's a little hard to see. It's hard to maneuver around in here. But fuse 10 right here, or sorry, fuse 1, 10 amp, feeds all our injectors right here. I'm probably not going to be able to zoom over too well. Yeah, this is going to look kind of crappy. So it feeds all our injectors. So I'm going to go to fuse 1. Where's this at? Fuse block. Behind left kick panel. So we're going to go behind the left kick panel. Then we're going to go to this fuse 1 and we're going to current ramp our injectors. Hopefully. So we're going to try to do that. We'll shut the car off and we'll do that. Hey guys, so I got my ignition probe right here. We're going to use that as a sync because then we can see which injectors are what, just so we can count 6. Because you can usually see when there's one dropped out, but this will just make it easier because then we're not going to know which one it is without knowing when the manufacturer fires the injector, but at least it'll be a good reference. And then I got my current loop in there from AES Wave from the Utest kit. It's in terminal 1, and then the fuse is hanging out right there on the bottom. And then we got a ramp clap around there. Don't know if it's going the right direction. We'll find out when we start this up. There we go. Let's see if we can get this synced. We'll zoom out. In the car. There we go. Well, that's exciting. I would have thought we would have had six injector waveforms on here. Not three. That is really exciting. Kind of. Yeah, that means that this must be like fired waste spark. Let's see. It must be waste spark. That's the only way that this could happen, because it would fire on the exhaust stroke. That or we're missing 3 injectors. Huh. Actually, we could unplug an injector. Can we get to an injector? Let me get my flashlight. We'll see if we can get to an injector and unplug one. Because if we disable one, we should see our dropout in there, and that'll prove what we're looking at. Guys, so I unplugged that, and now the car is really, really chugging. Oh man, are we only running on 3 cylinders? Guys, we're only running on 3 cylinders. I'm assuming, unless it's default and it's bank firing this car. Look how bad it's running. I guess we'll have to get a trigger on this one. Let me connect this back up so it's not running so bad. Listen to that. It would have to be running on, oh, this would have to be bank firing right now. No, wait, no, we'd have to be missing injectors. But we do have, let's zoom this in. Because we do have secondary, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So it does look like we're missing, see these? I think these are our spark events. So we got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we're only running on 3 cylinders. So guys, I was just looking. Look at this. Hopefully I can show you guys this. I just saw this, barely. Because I saw this hose right there. Look at that hose. And look what's next to the hose. The harness looks damaged. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the power button. See if I can get you guys in there to see that. Right there. Looks like the harness is damaged. See that? There's some wires sticking out right there. So I'm going to shut the car off and we're going to try to get in there. It's crazy. Okay guys, so look at this. That's a wire sticking out, and the wires also run straight over to this other side and come over to this injector right here. So it runs down underneath this hose. You can see that, and runs around. So what I'm hoping is I can unclip that, because I got the intake off. I got stuff in the ports here so we don't drop anything down in our ports. And I'm hoping that that wire right there is our broken wire, and then I can fix it. And then that's actually a coolant hose there that's actually cut. or eaten by an animal. And we'll see if we can get this side firing, because I'm assuming that this whole side isn't firing. And it's not even caring about it, because I'm assuming that there might be enough circuit, like resistance in the circuit or something, that it doesn't even care about the open. Or maybe it's not even checking. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Well guys, I had to take the lower intake off. Look at that. That harness, so it comes up, it tees right here, and then it comes over, and I bet you that's our broken wire for our injector, because it looks like it's just red. Could be wrong, but when looking at these, we have, it looks like a solid red and then a red and white. Oops, sorry. So it looks like a solid red right there, and then a red and white. Yeah, solid red, and then well, that one's red and blue. So I bet you that's why our injectors aren't firing. I bet you they had no power. So I'll get this cut back, and then we'll see if we can fix this. Okay, so here's our wire. We should be able to fix this. Should be able to put some liquid electrical tape on this one, because it just looks like it's chewed on the casing. There you go. See, it's just chewed on the casing. The wire doesn't look any damage. It doesn't look damaged. So we'll extend this wire a little bit. No, the other ones look damaged. So these are the injector wires, because this one right here is red and white. This one is red and blue, or violet, whatever color that is. And then this one's violet and red, or something like that. And that's our colors here. So these are control. And then that one's this one's power. So I don't know why it didn't set any fault codes for that. Crazy. But now we know. So I'll get that fixed, and then we'll fix our wires in the back. Then I think we should be good to go. It's crazy how we only had a cam sensor code. Okay guys, so I got our wires fixed up right here. I'm gonna let this dry for a couple minutes. Just put the liquid electrical tape on there, and then we'll wrap it all up in the loom, and then we'll connect everything back up, and then we should be good to go. Probably connect these injectors back up a while too, right here, just these front ones. But I think we'll be good to go then. Then we gotta fix that one that's in the back. But yeah, this was exciting, more than I wanted to do tonight. Okay guys, so I fixed the wire. I made this one long on purpose. This other one doesn't look really damaged. I think there's only like one strand damaged, so I'm just gonna put liquid electrical tape over it. And then this one, I made it long so that we can do a fold in this and tape it. And that way it doesn't put any stress, shouldn't put too much stress on our solder connections, and then we can make it look nice. Okay, I think I got everything cleaned up. Look at that, look how nice that looks. Look at the other one. I also put liquid electrical tape on that one. So our harness is all routed, everything's clipped back in. I think we should be good to go. Yeah, everything looks clipped in. We'll have to replace that hose later. I'll tell them about it. But right now we just need to get this car back together and see if it runs. So I'll start putting the intake and everything back on, and then we'll see if it works. And we'll actually see if we can actually reuse these old gaskets, or if we gotta get new ones, because I don't have new gaskets and it's midnight. Okay guys, I got the car back together. I think everything's connected. Hopefully it's all connected. We'll replace this, I guess, purge valve hose then when we do the coolant line. Everything's back together. I really can't believe that this thing has lasted this whole time. It's been like over 3 hours that it's on. Assuming this power bank's probably almost dead. And the other one's probably almost dead, so luckily that kept that alive. And I really love these magnets from I almost said Harbor Freight, from Snapon. These things, I got them all. Got that one, got this one. Just wish they were in a different color. I wish they were in like orange or something, so I don't leave them on my cars, because I left a couple of these on the cars already. Keep going back and getting them. But so we're gonna fire up our scope. Everything's all back together. Oops. We want scope. Is this gonna not do touchscreen again? Okay, so touchscreen is now working. Let's go back to scope. So we want this to be our ignition probe. Go down to 15. I want this other one to be current. So that's what we were on, and we'll do like a 10 amp scale. Did I move my ignition probe? Yeah, we'll put our ignition probe back in there. Hopefully that'll get us a pattern right there. Connect this back up. I think somebody was in here because a couple of those clamps were off originally. You guys might have saw that. And then the fact that yeah, like a couple of them were off, and then some of the bolts were missing, and a couple washers were missing. So that's what I want to do is hopefully we're still see if we can go back, clear our codes. Make sure we have no fault codes. Oh, intake. Crap. I didn't plug our mass airflow sensor back in. Good thing I checked this. There we go. Let's see. Clear fault codes. Yes. Okay. Read fault codes. No DTCs. Look at that, guys. I wonder if this is going to idle really high now because of all that. Oh, I guess I can move that clamp a little bit more. I didn't move it all the way. There we go. Let's see. Let's start this up. Or try to start it up. Oh, look at that. Listen to how nice it sounds. Look at that. So now we have all our humps. Look at that. Listen how nice this runs. Get on a 5. There we go. Guess we'll go. Look at that. So now we have all 6, where before we didn't. Isn't that amazing? I guess we don't need peak detect on. Look at that. So we only had 2 injectors firing. I mean 3 injectors firing. Listen how quiet it is. This thing's running amazing. So I'll let this warm up. Get a read data stream. Actually, let's exit out of here. We'll go into EOBD. So I'll let this load up, and then I'll bring up some of my data. I want to start cleaning up a while. Okay, guys. So the car's been running for like I don't know, probably 20 minutes now. Look at our calculated load. We're now in half. We're at 662 RPMs. Look at our fuel trims. Look at our mass airflow reading. So we're at 3.2, so it's slightly less than that, but I think that's because of the VVT. So that can make it lower. Fords do that too. But look at this. Look at that. There we go. So I guess we'll go back. We'll go back. Let's read fault codes. I think we have to pick Nissan. So I don't think Infinity's in here. Just our knock sensor code. I should have looked to see where the knock sensors were. I guess we can go after that later. I'm not too worried about that. I just want to make sure everything else is good. So maybe I'll have them drive this tomorrow or something. Make sure everything else is good. So I hope you guys like this. I'll continue it if we have to go out to knock sensors. See you later. Okay guys, so I just want to add that there's a good chance that our knock sensor wire is chewed up. Probably can't show you guys. But there's a lot of leaves. I guess you guys can kind of see it. There's a lot of leaves and stuff under this intake. I think something was hungry. See that? Everything's all piled down there. So I'm willing to bet you that something got hungry down there and might have ate our knock sensor wire. So everything's probably going to have to come off to do that. So I went down to drive this and make sure everything's good. Everything seems to be running good. It's still running smooth. Let's see. Oh, finally I could turn the flash off while we're recording. Couldn't do that on my last phone. It kept acting up. See what everything looks like on this. Maybe we'll give it a quick little rev, see how it revs. See what our idle's at. Oh, look at that, our idle's just above our first line. Let's see, processing. There we go, we're at 186, 3 grams. Closed loop. Oh, you guys can't see anything? Focus. There we go. Oh. Oh, listen to that. Look how quick that revs. That was just a quick touch. Sounds good now, guys. Sounds exactly like they're supposed to. So, hope you guys like it. See you later. Okay, so we're back with the Infinity, and I put my borescope down underneath the intake right here, and you can see all the leaves in here. The wires look intact. I'm going to try to get some compressed air real quick, and I'm going to try to blow some of these leaves out, and we'll see if we can see what's going on with our harness. Okay guys, so I blew out all the leaves in here. Let's see, is my camera frozen? See if I can unfreeze this. There we go. Good signal. Okay, so let's look at this. So when I go in here, let's see, do we have any more brightness? Or we're up all the way in the brightness. Okay, so there's our connector. Let's go down and look at that. There's our knock sensor. You can see how rusted that bolt is in that. And I'm wondering if this sensor got wet and corroded from all those leaves being in here. I followed this harness all the way to the back of the car, or the back of the motor. Let's see, there you go, you can see it. And everything looks intact, nothing looks damaged. So I'm gonna say that we need a new knock sensor. Now I'm wondering, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in there with anything, because you can actually access it like right through the front here. See if we can get the other flashlight in there. Where did I set it? I think I'm just gonna have them drive it because they didn't get to drive it today. But look at this, we can actually see our knock sensor right there. Look at that. And I really think from all that debris that was in there, I think it probably got corroded in there. It probably like went into the connector or something. So yeah, I'm gonna call a bad knock sensor. Just gotta see what they want to do. And we could scope it, try to bang on it, but I really have a good feeling that that's going to be bad. But either way, I want approval to replace it before we do anything. So that's where we're at with this.